Hey you, yes you. Do you miss my Attack on Titan live streams? I cannot stream on YouTube anymore because I got a strike. I am streaming almost every day on Twitch. Follow me there now. Links down below. Hello everyone, it's CraftingVegeto here, and today I come at you with another Attack on Titan Season 2 review. Now this episode, episode 7. Oh boy, I have a lot to say about this episode. A lot of interesting stuff has happened, good and bad. Why do I have this in my phone? Now, obviously, spoiler alert, we are going to talk about episode 7 of Season 2 of Attack on Titan. So, if you have not seen it, it would not be wise to watch this video. Now, I don't know if you've seen my previous review, but in the review of episode 6 that you should totally check out because episode 6 was the best episode ever. What I said in the previous review is that what happened in episode 6 would be the best thing that we're gonna see this whole season. It's literally the best scene we've ever seen. I'm so sorry. It's the best thing we've seen since season 1. Season 1 and season 2 both together. There's no scene better than this one. And for the rest of season 2, from what I can see, there's not gonna be anything that epic. They made it so perfect. The only downside was that the episode 6, it only took a few pages of the manga. They really stretched it out. But honestly, the way they made it with the music and the animation, they're more than forgiven. In fact, they made it beautifully. It's amazing. Now, I'm shocked to see that, okay, right now it's going a little bit faster in the manga, but still is not as fast as I thought. We're not even at half of this tome, the tome 11, that we just started. We just started it from the beginning, and we didn't even do half, which I mean, the thing with Attack on Titan, they love to end it on the worst cliffhangers ever. By the worst, I mean the best, but I say the worst because it leaves you with this taste in your mouth. It's horrible. Roll it. Now, that cliffhanger was kind of interesting. Normally I should talk about this in the end since this happened in the end of the episode, but I just wanted, I can't. I need to show you what it looked like in the manga. In the manga it looked just as awesome. This is where the chapter stopped in the manga. Isn't it fucking beautiful? And right after this page, well, as you can see, we have the little black screen to tell us that that's the end of the chapter. And they love doing that. Whether it's in the manga or the anime, they just love ending it in the most horrible places to end it. Why do you do this to us? Anyways, let's start back at the beginning. Now, there's one thing that some people don't like, but I think they didn't do it too bad. Even though it's true, I can understand the argument. The Colossal Titan is almost completely CGI. They did a mix between CGI and actual drawing, which made it a lot less worse, because in some other animes you have some full CGI shit that's just bleh. But this time they did it not too bad. I'm not gonna lie, it's mixed feelings about that one. Mixed feelings. But still, this was really peculiar for sure, because the fight with the Colossal Titan, even though the Colossal was CGI, it had such a weird feel to it. It's still anime, but it felt a bit different, and I don't know if it's good or bad. And I really want to know what you guys think down below, because I'm curious. I actually do not know if it's good or bad. I liked it, but then again, my opinion is biased because if you can't tell, I'm a big fan of Attack on Titan. So they could literally shit in my mouth and I would be like, you did a great job. Now that's not true. I try to be objective during these kind of videos. I try to like bash them if they do something stupid. It's not because I love what they do that I'm just gonna like suck their dick. But yeah, the fight with the Colossal was, it was epic, but as I said, I don't know if the CGI was necessarily amazing. But I think I liked it. I think I liked it. Now, another thing is, I thought it was really interesting. It's the same way in the manga, if I remember correctly. It's just the same way with the flashbacks at the perfect moments. And like the fucking close quarter combat with with the two titans. I thought that was amazing. What page is this? Wow, random page and I get this. Amazing. I thought the freaking martial arts of Titans, the whole development was amazing. It was really well done. How Eren has these flashbacks of Annie and Reiner, and he was like, yeah, you should not have taught me how to fight. And then he just does those moves that are just epic. We've never seen a Titan do that. It's great. I thought it was amazing. I thought that was great. Even though it did seem a bit slow. They could have went faster, but I won't complain too much about that. I've already went through that in the previous reviews. Now, there's another thing I wanted to talk about. That little flashback. That kind of pissed me off a little bit, even though it's still good, but it pissed me off because that flashback with Annie and Mikasa, I thought it was hilarious. I loved it. Like the fact that they're gonna fight and whatnot, but I loved it and thought it was hilarious a long time ago. That little scene was already out before season 2 even came out or even was announced. That scene, this is the same thing that I said in the review of episode 1, which you could also check out. All my reviews are in a playlist on my channel. But in episode 1, there was like half of the episode was a scene that we already had. It's like a small preview of season 2 that they gave us. And this is the same thing. This scene was already available to the public. And without the context, it was really funny. With the context right now, it's a bit less funny. It's kind of... I don't know what I think about that scene. I don't necessarily think it was great. It's obviously almost there to fill in. In the manga, that scene is there. Let me find it for you real quick. That scene was there in the manga, but in the anime, it just felt like it was a filler almost, because that scene already existed. They already animated it, and all of a sudden, Eren remembers that, and it almost has no point. I don't know. I didn't enjoy that too much, to be honest. There you go. I found it after 5 hours, as you can see here. Yeah. I think that's pretty fucking awesome. Mikasa versus Annie. I think Mikasa would win. Who do you think would win between Mikasa and Annie? Alright, but yeah, I don't know. It pissed me off that I had to watch a scene that I already saw in a new episode that I've waited so long for. But I guess that's just me and the people who saw the scene, obviously. Now, we've said pretty much everything that we need to. Arriving at the end, the colossal titan that just almost kills himself to jump down on Eren and Reiner. I think that was pretty dope. Whether it's in the manga or in the anime. In the anime, it was of course beautiful. Everything they do in the anime is absolutely gorgeous. But what I want to talk about right now is what's gonna come after. Now, of course, there's not gonna be any spoilers. I'm not gonna spoil anything that's happening after. But I do have to say, the episodes that are to come are not gonna be action-packed. And that's kind of sad. Especially when you see this cover. That's what we're seeing right now. But right after this fight, it's gonna get not boring, obviously. It's Attack on Titan we're talking about. But it's not gonna be as action-packed as before. And I don't know how they'll make it so it's not like super boring or whatever. They talk a lot. And which reminds me, there's a whole season, a whole arc in Attack on Titan that's way after, like season 3 or more, the equivalent in the anime, and it's gonna be extremely political. I have no idea how they'll make that, because the manga, alright, is great, but the anime is known for this like cliche, super action-packed anime. So how are they gonna continue with in season 3 with so much political shit? I don't know how they'll do it, honestly, and it really worries me. It worries me, and it makes me think, are they ever even gonna do a season 3 because of that? I have no idea, because making an anime is more expensive than you think. Trust me, making just one episode of anime, a 20-minute episode, costs more than $150,000. So these kind of people, when they make an anime, when they decide, yeah, we want to make season 2 of Attack on Titan, for example, if they're not sure it's gonna give them the bank, they're not gonna do it. And it's understandable because a whole season would cost so much money. Just the 12 episodes of Attack on Titan probably cost like $1.8 million. That's a lot of dollars. So season 3, when they look at the manga and they're like, wow, it gets really political, they have 2 solutions. Only 2. Either they don't do it and they're like, yeah, there's no point, too much work, probably not enough money, which would shock me. Attack on Titan is still popular, even if it's political. It'll probably still have a lot of money. Other solution would be just, you know, skipping through the political shit, which I don't know how they can pull that off, but maybe they can. Maybe they can do it. And I think that's what they're gonna try to do if they ever do season 3. I think that's the most likely solution. But it worries me still. I don't know. I hope they don't fuck this up. For now, they've done a pretty good job, not gonna lie. But yeah, things are gonna get interesting in the next tomes to come, in the next episodes, I guess. But the action is gonna really die. I think that's why they did 12 episodes. I think that's actually why, because if they did 24 episodes, either they stretch it out and it's disgusting, or they have 12 episodes, well, less than 12 episodes, like 8 or 9 episodes of action, and the other few a bit political, and the whole other 12 episodes to come would be completely different from the previous 12 episodes. It's gonna be like 2 different seasons. I think that's why they cut it. I think that's the real reason why they cut it, but I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna be about it. Now, my overall review of the episode. I think this episode was quite the bomb. It was pretty good. But as I said, I'm worried for the other episodes to come. But just talking about episode 7, I'd give it a good 9 out of 10. Maybe 8.5 out of 10. Which is the lowest score I gave so far. Maybe just because of that little scene that I've already seen. And it pissed me off. Alright, it pissed me off more than it should have. Why? Anyways, that's about it for the episode. For the episode review. If you enjoyed, be sure to let me know down below. And I guess I'll see you next week for a review of episode 8. We're approaching the end. That's gonna be bad because my Saturdays will be empty now. My Saturdays are Attack on Titan day. What the hell will I do once this is over? But yeah, thanks for watching and see you guys later. I want the Colossal Titan to eat my